Hello there, beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and his name is Pietro. And thank you so much for being here. Today, we are going to go through the Secrets of Paradise Tarot together. This is a deck by Leticia Ferreira Rivera. Oh, no, Leticia Ferreira Rivera. And this is a deck I purchased from Hay House during their sale. I wasn't particularly interested in this one. It was my first time seeing it on the actual website, and the reason that I grabbed this one is I I needed to get another deck to get the free shipping from Hay House. So I went ahead and purchased this one. Um yeah, I got, I know by the time that you're seeing this, I would have already posted about the other Hay House decks that I purchased, like the Chris and Lightseer's Pocket Tarot, and like the Grimalkin's Curious Cat Tarot, the Unfolding Path Tarot. So this is the last deck that I am going to be unboxing or reviewing. So I'm keen to know like how it looks like, what's the energy behind this deck, and yeah, I'm so excited. So the artwork is by Laura Bello, and it is inspired by Caribbean and Latin American culture and mysticism. I hope I don't get any flack from the culture representation thing. I am just very much into different cultures, and I would love to learn more about other people's heritage and and culture. So yeah, yo Pietro, sit down. So okay, let's have a look at the back. So this first of its kind tarot deck is a celebration of the Caribbean and Latin America, bringing the history, food, dance, music, and magic of these rich and diverse cultures to life. Bomba rhythms excite the street, and reggaeton beats play at the club, and surfers share the waves with pirate ships and mermaids. So this is a deck based off of Rider Waite Smith. So as an RWS girl, I'm always keen to see more RWS inspired decks. So, here it says, may the oceans bring blessings, abundance, and healing to all who inherit the planet Earth. Okay. Hay House box, they're all, sturdy. Very, very sturdy. This one is quite sticky just because it's of a glossy finish, which I noticed immediately, as opposed to like this one. It's very different. So, let's have a look. I always forget this part, so I do apologize. But if you were just here to have a look at the images, go through the flip through, there is a timestamp in my description box below, so you can just jump forward to that part, because in this channel I do talk about everything, like the box, like the packaging, the guidebooks, cardstock, and everything. So yeah, without further ado, we are jumping in. So the guidebook is, I don't know, of decent size. It fits in the box. It is quite thick, as opposed to the other ones that I have from Hay House. And it has the same image. I think maybe that's the Queen of Pentacles, I'm guessing. So here in the back you have the image of the actual deck creator and the artist. So she is from Uruguay, and it doesn't specify where Leticia Ferrer Rivera is from. So, okay, let's go through it. This deck is published this year, 2023. You have a table of contents over here. An invitation to discover the secrets of the Paradise Tarot. Your introduction. How to use the Secrets of Paradise Tarot. Cleansing your space and deck. Of course, your maybe rituals or suggestions on how to prepare yourself for a reading. We have opening and closing your practice. Yes, of course. More about the rituals and preparations before doing a reading, and of course after a reading. We have 1 2 3 5 6 7 salsa tarot spread. Oh, that's a strange spread name. Oh yeah, okay, so they based it off of the actual dance steps. Cool, I dig that. Okay, and then so they just provided one spread. That's okay. And then okay, so a part here which describes what major arcana cards are. El Bobo. Okay, so the meaning of the cards. El Bobo is your the Fool, and it is exactly what is here as well, as you can see. So I didn't even know, because I really had no idea, still have no idea how the images would look like, or how the cards would look like, what their names will be like, because I haven't seen this deck completely. Oh, La Bruja. Okay. Oh, okay, hang on. El Bobo is inspired by a folkloric character called Juan Bobo or Juan the Fool. Okay, so this one, La Bruja replaces the magician card, and here she is pictured at La Capilla de Cristo de la Salud in Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. Okay, bruja means witch, no? If I am, you know, remembering correctly, like I do know some Spanish words. Okay, so the high priestess, the goddess replaced the empress, the god replaced the emperor. Okay, so I'm going through it. So this is like the explanation about this card, or why they replaced, if they did, or maybe a reference. Like for example, the high priest replaces the hierophant, and he is pictured here at the Castillo Zerales in Ponce, Puerto Rico. So like where they are depicted, like who they represent or whatever. So this is basically just like a description of the actual artwork, and this would be your meaning. Okay. Alright, so it doesn't have any images on the actual deck. Madre Tierra. Okay. And then here you have the minor arcana cards. Okay, so what minor arcana cards are. Okay, and then of course the suit. So they also describe the suit of pentacles, the suit of wands, the suit of, there you go, cups, and swords. Okay, so it's good that they mention which element it is connected with, right? Notice that some of the swords in this deck are represented by Spanish fans. The language of the fan can forge or cut connections and can... Ooh, okay, wow. I love it. I love how they were able to like really connect it with their culture. I think it's very interesting. And it's always nice to expand our knowledge, right? Well, at least that's how I feel. So as you can see, no photos here whatsoever. Oh my god, okay, there you go. This is the reason why I was drawn to this deck. First, I want to thank my lovely Archangel Metatron who guided me to create this deck. I'm also grateful for my daughter, blah blah blah. But yes, if you have been here on my channel for a long time, you would know that Archangel Metatron is also my guide. And he has helped me through some of the worst and most painful moments of my life, and maybe that's the connection that made me pull this deck. So yeah, that's it. That's your guidebook. I'm gonna put it over here where this little fur baby is sitting, and we're gonna have a look. Oh look, oh nice. Oh, this is very interesting. So this is really my first impressions, because you know, this is really the first time I'm seeing the actual deck. So I have like a cute manatee over there, some sea creatures, and of course the sea. Okay, I'm gonna put it there because I like the colors. So it seems like it's a slippery deck just because it is a glossy deck. Yeah, yes. What is it, buddy? Okay. So I'm not so keen on glossy decks, not just because they reflect the ring light, but other than that, I feel like glossy decks are very slippery, so that's really a drawback for me. I do have small hands, so whenever I try to shuffle, it's kind of like, I don't know, it flies. Oops, sorry. It just flies all over the place. But in terms of like the size, I'm gonna pull out my, which one? This is the, oh, okay. This is the Lightseer's Tarot. And it's a good deck to pull out because this is a matte deck. Not completely matte. As you can see, it still has some, you know, glare from the ring light. This one is completely glossy, so you can appreciate the actual difference in the finish of the deck. Okay, cardstock wise, this one, it feels sturdy. It is quite thick. And how do I describe this one? I don't think it has a film. Maybe it does, I don't know, but it is very smooth. Okay, the edges are really fine as well. I like the backing. I love that there are seashells there, and then you have like, are those seaweeds and a pearl? I'm guessing that's a pearl in the middle. It looks very beautiful. I love the gradient here of like this lavender or lilac color that, bleeds into somewhat mauve or pink. And the contrast with the green is really, really pretty. Cardstock, it is significant. I don't know how it will be like when we shuffle later, but I hope I am able to shuffle this deck. It's nowhere near as thick as the modern Witch Tarot, which I find that very, very difficult to shuffle. But this one seems pretty good. It's sturdy, and I'm pretty sure this will snap back. So let's have a look at the images. So okay, so it does have some white border, which I really don't mind. You have the number of the card as well as the title that they gave. So for example, like this is the full, obviously you can see the number. So if you're not familiar with the changes that they made, or if you're not really you haven't memorized, I love it, if you haven't memorized everything yet, then you can refer to the number. Okay, I'm gonna try to zoom you in a little bit so that you have a better view of the cards, and we're gonna start with the flip through. go. That is the full flip through of The Secrets of Paradise Tarot by Leticia Ferrer Rivera, another Hay House purchase. What do you guys think? This is so weird. I always ask, what do you guys think? And then I proceed to give my thoughts. Um, I think the art is very simple. I'm not judging it or anything. I'm just giving you my thoughts, okay? My opinion. I think it's very simple. It's very clean. I can see the RWS inspiration seeping through the imagery. Obviously, this is the high priestess. You can clearly see that. I love that the goddess is this. Let's see who this actual goddess here is. With the goddess, this card replaces the Empress card, illustrates one of the most important Taino Shemi, Atabe. Semis are ascended beings who were human first, very similar to the Orishas from the Yoruba religion. She is the Semi of fertility, earth, water, and abundance, and behind her is the petroglyph with which she is associated. She is pictured here at La Mina Waterfall in El Yunque, Puerto Rico. I think it's so beautiful that they used this representation. It's a stunning card. I mean, you can clearly see it's very simple, right? Like the trees here, it's just, you know, I'm saying it's not intricate, but I'm not saying it's not nice. It's just very simple, very straightforward. The artwork, at least. I'm not so sure if you because it is it modern, is it not? We have gods and goddesses from ancient time, and then we have like new people new people, exactly. So I think this deck crosses between several different timelines, but regardless, it is very beautiful. Who is strength? See, this is what I love about it. Like, I am not a Latina, so I'm not so sure about who these who these cards represent. But I'm very keen to know. I think it's very interesting. So this card depicts a woman and a lion at El Castillo Cerrales in Ponce, Puerto Rico. The lion is associated with this town and its beloved basketball team and is named Los Leones de Ponce. Oh, okay. So the woman is not anyone, but she looks like she's like a celebrity or a public figure, right? Like with her outfit. Wisdom. Yeah, that's gonna be the Hermit card. So see, I'm not so sure. Like, what does it represent? Whatever. And then you look at the number, and you already know. So I really don't mind that they changed the names. I think it adds some sort of like another keyword or another nudge to your intuition. Like when you have a look at the name that they chose. Discipline would be your Hangman. Well, this person is not really hanging, but this guy is hanging, but this is the death card. And I think it's very interesting that they used a conquistador to represent death and like two natives just, doing their thing. Temperance is beautiful. I love this fountain. It's so intricate. I love the temptation card. This is the devil. Are they doing tango? I think it's really fun and cool. Makes me want to learn more about the culture. So that's nice. We have Yamaya. Gui. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this replaced the sun card. And actually, you know what? The creator had two more. Is it? Wait, yeah, two more cards. Is it? Wait, I'm confused. Hang on. Let's have a look at the guidebook. I guess it says 181. Hang on. Let's see. What does it say? So it has 3 additional cards in addition to the standard 78 card tarot deck. The Universe card is the 23rd card completing the major arcana and coexist in healing, which I see as belonging between Gwei and Judgment are also cards unique to this deck. Okay, so yeah, the Universe. So we have coexist. We have healing. I love this card. It reminded me of the time wherein I had the pranamayatic healing. It was like its whole journey, wherein the Reiki healer laid her hands. Well, if Reiki you don't touch, right? I'm not sure if she's a Reiki healer. Um, but it's Pranamayati. I think that's what it was called. But this person was like, I had my eyes closed, and this person was, she has her palms facing me. I was like laying like this, and then she would just like doing a scan. She was going through my whole body from the head to the feet, and I kid you not, it was dark, right? And I had my eyes closed, so I shouldn't be seeing any colors whatsoever. And it was dark, like my eyes were closed. I wasn't seeing any, light or anything. And then all of a sudden, I would see like, oh my god, I'm seeing a lot of purple. Where is that coming from? And I would tell her, and she told me, I'll explain it to you later. And I was like, okay, now I'm seeing it's more of like a, I don't know, magenta. It's so strange. It's like so bright, and it trickles from the top going. It's like a tiny droplet, and then eventually it's kind of like a waterfall. So I'm explaining that to her, and she told me she will explain later. So I just kind of let it go. But I would tell her whenever I would see colors and whatnot. And then, she told me that after that she didn't explain it yet, and then she told me that my heart chakra is blocked if you experience some sort of loss or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, my mom just passed away and blah blah blah. And she was like, okay, we're gonna sort everything out. So she made me lie down again, and then she was putting her hands on me again. I didn't know which part of my body she was really focusing on at that precise moment, because I had my eyes closed. But I would tell her like, oh okay, I'm seeing it's a tiny, like a tiny dot of green. Oh my god, it's growing. Oh my god, it's like it's everywhere. It's like this emerald green. It's like this forest green. It was just so pretty. It was just like, and then she told me afterwards that the moment that I started speaking about seeing the color green, that was when she was, fixing the block from my heart chakra. And, later I found out, okay, the heart chakra, the color is green. So I don't know, I'm getting goosebumps. But, I didn't know about the colors of chakras then, so yeah, it was really a spiritual moment for me. So I said a lot, so we're gonna move past. So this is the universe. Oh, okay. We have Madre Tierra, the world, we have judgment, and we have another, the third additional card, which is the universe. Um, some of the images here I really cannot relate, but I think it's cool nonetheless that I'm able to peer at other people's culture, right? Other countries' culture, their rich heritage. I think it's very, oh, look at this person. She has like the thing on her forehead for Ash Wednesday. Oh, and she's wearing a mask. Okay. So it is modern. So I think it's very interesting. Like I feel like if you are, Latina, Latino, this is something that you will really do appreciate, because I'm pretty sure you will recognize or really just connect with the images, because they're a lot more relevant for you, I guess. But even if you're not from that culture, it's something that is easy to understand as well. I love the surf cards here. And the Three of Wands, how these three guys are like doing a party surf, right? So they're already riding the waves. Very cool. I love that this is what do you call that? Like a rainbow for the tent, because and we have two guys here, so same-sex marriage I think is very representative. It's very inclusive, welcoming, so that's awesome. I like this one. I'm not so sure, but I think this is capoeira, which is some sort of like a martial arts thing, or I'm not sure if it's martial arts or a cross between martial arts, yoga, but it is like a flow of movement. So think tai chi, but a lot more acrobatic. I'm not so sure if, how do I describe it, but they do a lot of those hang tens or whatever. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands. Like some cards I feel like could be better, I guess, but I can't really judge it because I'm not from that culture, and I wouldn't really know if that means something more. But like I said, I really do appreciate the art as well. This is so pretty. Very simple. Look at the 10 of Cups here. The whole family just happy. Ace of Swords. Like I feel like this one is just so simple, minimalist almost. Three of Swords. You can see there must be a storm here. I don't really understand the image though, but I feel like there's a storm because you can see the palm trees. They're like so wavy. But let's have a look. Three of Swords. What is it? Raul Ayala is one of several artisans who create vejigante masks from Luisa, and this card illustrates one made of coconut. Okay, so this is some sort of like a mask. I love this Four of Swords card. I love how romantic it is. Like this woman is from, I don't know, maybe the pre-colonial, well, during the colonization period. So I think it's really beautiful. Like she's like a Spanish mestiza or something. This is so cool. I love how you're not sure if it's like dawn or dusk. Look at his face. Beautiful Eight of Swords. I really like this one. The Nine of Swords really evoke the emotion that that the card is trying to convey. Like it's so sad, like with her tears. Ten of Swords is, oof, really. What is she doing just standing there and watching this person die? It screams betrayal. I love that there are a lot of reds here. It makes the cards pop. Mostly green, which represents nature and is good to look at, with your eyes. Princess of Cups, very simple as you can see. I feel like, just for me, in my opinion, I feel like maybe they well, I can't really judge on someone else's art, right? But I feel like maybe they could have added a little bit more intricate details here, but never mind. I'm just, thinking, oh gosh, this person, why does he have two tails? I love the outfit. I love this as well. It's a flamenco. Cool. There you go. Let me try to shuffle this deck because I cannot shuffle it fully. So I'm just gonna take a portion and then try to shuffle it. Ooh, shuffles really nicely, you guys. I don't have any problems or issues with shuffling this deck. At least the riffle shuffle. It's very sturdy. It doesn't really fully snap back. It is not a plastic card, so that is to be expected. Let me just like it. Hang on. Let's try to shuffle it this way. Because this is how I normally shuffle my cards because of the size of my hands. So yeah, it is very slippery. I am gonna do the overhand shuffle now. Okay, just to see if it's easy to shuffle this way. Okay, you know what? Some decks that are hypergloss or glossy like this, they are difficult to shuffle this way because of how slippery the cards are. They kind of like tend to fly all over the place, but this one, despite it being very slippery, it sticks. It is slippery, but it's not the type that already feels quite powdery, that it just slides off. So I think it's really cool. I love the backing. I love the culture connection. I'm gonna read the guidebook definitely because I am keen to know like who these cards represent or what's going on in that specific scene, how the creator was able to connect it with the RWS system. I was able to read one of the meanings, right? No? Okay, let's do that. So, okay, the Princess of Cups. Come on, I wanted to find someone who's a bit more, I don't know, like has a lot more interesting scene. But let's go ahead with what Spirit gave us. Okay, so the Princess of... Oh, what happened? Huh. What is it? Or do they have like... Okay. What? Wait. No way. No way. Why is it that the cups only show the... Ooh, that's so strange. Oh, is it? Is it like that all throughout? Maybe they separated the court cards. Hang on. La Familia. There you go. They separated the court cards. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the guidebook. There's something wrong with me. Okay, La Familia is a new way to look at the court cards. They're usually depicted as 3 men and 1 woman, but during modern times, we want to be more inclusive and give importance to the role of the women in each family, with princesses and dames sometimes replacing pages and knights. La Familia are the best cards when you are going to purposely choose a significator for a reading. Okay, cool. So let's see. The princess. Okay, Pietro. Princess of Cups. This card shows a young girl taking a sip of coconut water at the beach in Piñones, Puerto Rico. Meaning of the card. This card is a reminder to have an open and... Ow! Shh, baby. This card is a reminder to have an open and curious mind, but it also emphasizes the importance of savoring moments of solitude and grounding. Meditate and connect inwards to explore the origins of your emotions so you can begin to become aware of them and understand them. Gosh, this kitten! Where am I? The possibilities are endless. You are aligned and inspired. Be careful with distractions. Do not be afraid to follow your intuition. Get rid of the self-doubt, because that will only lead you to be stuck. But that's... Okay, so there you go. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end this video right here because this little boy just took over the entire space. So, what do you guys think of this deck? I love the backing. Is this something that you probably relate to, or are you Latina? Do you have, or do you understand like some of the images here? I clearly don't. Let me know in the comment section if if they mean something to you. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, or this cat who's like very naughty right now, if you have anything to say at all, leave a comment. I do respond as soon as I can, and I really do appreciate all of your comments, and your likes, and of course your views. Maybe subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to see more deck reviews or whatnot, let me know as well. If you want me to go ahead and do my readings again, because I kind of stopped because I don't want to give you a reading that's quite haphazard, because my energy has been really, really low this year. But there you go. That is my review. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye! Bye!